God damn it! This is Mike with Mike in the Morning. Monday edition, bright and early. It's a beautiful week. It's going to be a beautiful week. It's a beautiful day. First of all, welcome to the podcast. If you're joining us on YouTube Live, go ahead and give us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening to us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcast, Stitcher, Breaker, etc., please give us a follow. Download this. Share it with your friends. Share it with your mom. Share it with your dad, girlfriend, boyfriend, brother, sister, everybody. Give us a ranking. Give us a 5-star ranking, please. If you don't give us 5 stars, I'll understand. But explain to me why you are not giving me 5 stars. I would like to improve the show each and every day. Get better and better and better. It's contagious. This podcast is live from RTF Studios here in beautiful Louisville, Kentucky. And I am a Wildcat fan. Represent Kansas State all day long. Also, if you'd like to support the show, besides liking and sharing and commenting on this, we do have t-shirts for sale in the description below. They are beautiful. Stop Being a Pussy t-shirts by RTF Productions. I ordered mine, and they'll be in, I think it was like 3 or 4 business days. So hopefully by Thursday, so by the Friday show, I'll be having my Do Not Be a Pussy t-shirt on. That's pussy. P-U-S-S-Y. Pussy! Anyways, speaking of pussy, Zach Smith is in the news again. Is Urban Meyer really getting fired? Who knows? But let me give you a little background before we jump into my thoughts for the day. My thoughts. Thoughts on Michael. So background. Urban Meyer was placed on administrative leave, I believe it was 1st of August, right around that time frame, for Zach Smith's alleged abuse on his wife, and Urban not reporting it to the proper authorities per the Title IX statute. Well, it's been, and at that time, it was said that there would be a resolution within 14 days. Well, that 14 days has definitely come and gone. And, well, where do we stand? Urban, is he getting fired? Who knows? But before we get to those thoughts, let me explain to you what has come out in the last few days. First of all, I believe it was, what day was this? I think it was Friday. ESPN reported, wonderful world of news, that the athletic director of Ohio State said, a decision will be made when it's made. We are not rushing anything. So what does that tell you? That tells me that there's more stuff getting ready to come out. Shit's about to hit the fan. And sure enough, later that day, shit did hit the fan. It was reported that Zach Smith had over $2,500 worth of sex toys delivered to the athletic department at Ohio State in 2013, I do believe it was. No, sorry, this was 2015. At that time, he was also having an affair with a person within the athletic department. They didn't really give too much details on the woman's name or anything like that, but I'm going to assume that she was some type of trainer. I mean, they had contact every day, so I'm assuming it was some type of trainer, some medical professional person. But it was alleged, or it was reported, that they took pictures and had sex within the coach's office at Ohio State. And then the day that Ohio State visited the White House, Zach Smith was taking nude selfies in the presidential bathrooms. But this season goes back even further. In 2013, Zach Smith had a DUI or DWI. I can't remember for sure which one it was, but either way, they're both driving under the influence or driving while intoxicated or whatever. If you guys could really, in the comments below, tell me what the difference between the two are, driving while intoxicated and driving under the influence. I guess driving under the influence would be more towards drugs, maybe, and while intoxicated, I don't know. If you guys could comment and tell me what the difference is between the two, that would be very much appreciated. And I will check the comments throughout the show here, see what exactly is going on and whatnot. I do see we have a couple comments already starting to roll in, and I'll get to those comments. But back to the whole Urban thing. Allegedly, Urban did not know about this DWI arrest back in 2013 before he hired Zach Smith again. So this means that Zach Smith was driving on a suspended license for a couple months during recruiting. Another bad look for the college. And then $2,500 worth of sex toys delivered to the college, to the athletic department. I'm assuming it was the football offices and whatnot. They said athletic department, but I'd assume it went directly to to his coaching office there. Regardless, it was sex toys delivered to the school. So to tell me that Urban does not know what is going on, that he did not know that Zach was beating his wife or his wife was beating Zach, whatever. This is absolutely ludicrous to me right now. And for them to not stick with their 14 days means that something is going to happen. As far as legal proceedings, I'm not a lawyer or pretend to be a lawyer or anything like that. I didn't even look into what type of legal proceedings, what can happen like with this. Now, if it was sex toys delivered to a high school, I'm sure there'd be, all types of sexual crimes, like with the minors there and whatnot. But with it being a college, I'm not for sure there can be any legal actions taken with sex toys being delivered to the athletic department besides being frowned upon. If there are, please in the comments below answer that for me, and I'll read it and try to get it on air. As far as Urban Meyer getting fired at this point in time, I do believe, my gut is telling me that they're taking this long to really cross their T's and dot their I's to let Urban go. They want to make damn sure that he knows what he knows and doesn't know what he doesn't know, type of thing. But at this point in time, this kind of goes back to the Penn State scandal with the whole Sandusky thing. Even though Joe Paterno wasn't doing anything, he allegedly didn't have any knowledge. It still falls back on the horse or the leader at the end of the day. The chief is in charge of all of his Indians. And when the Indians do wrong, the chief does wrong. And this is kind of what's happening here. Urban has one stray Indian that's doing all these bad things where rules don't apply to him. Nothing applies to him. So they're going to cut off the chief. They're going to fire Urban, let him go, and let him ride off into the sunset. And Urban will probably never coach again. Let's be honest, at a major college level, maybe a D2, maybe D3, NIAI, NAIA. Yeah, there you go. Regardless, do I think it's right? No, I don't think it's right. But I think with them taking this long, this is what's going to happen. Urban is going to get fired. He is going to get kind of blackballed from the Division I college community, at least for a couple years, if not for the rest of his life. I'm not for sure how old Urban is, but a 5 years out of college is going to hurt him because he's going to be 5 years older. He's going to be that much out of touch, and he's still going to have that blackballed against his name. Do I think that's right? Let me repeat this. No, I do not think it's right, but I believe that's what's going to happen. This is why it's taking so long for them to make a decision. Now, let me get to this comment from Sean here. He says, there were never no charges brought on Zach Smith by the police. That is false. We have now learned that 2013 he got a DUI or a DWI. I can't remember for sure. And supposedly the director knew Urban was transparent. So I'm guessing Sean is referring to the alleged abuse. Well, if the director knew, why didn't the director come out and say that when all this first surfaced back almost a month ago now? Why didn't it say, hey, Urban told us this back in August of 2015, and we were aware of the issue. We did this, and this is why this is not a big issue now. but they never said that. So somewhere somebody's sweeping something underneath the rug and trying to defend the other person. But now, with all this other stuff starting to come out, Ohio State is starting to backpedal. I believe they're starting to backpedal and say, "Oh well, Urban did tell us this, but he didn't tell us this, this, and this." So, at the end of the day, Mr. Sean B., I'm not for sure who you are, but there were charges brought on Zach Smith. Not domestic violence, like, don't get me wrong, but for the DWI or the DUI, which Zach himself or Urban never told Ohio State. So, and he says, LOL, Urban is not getting fired. He won't even be suspended. Well, he's suspended right now. So, not for sure of that comment there, because he's placed on administrative leave, which is being suspended. Sorry to say, Zach or Sean, but there is another strike against your irrelevant arguments. And then, as hard as the SEC network tried, I mean ESPN, the facts speak for himself. So I'm assuming you're trying to say that SEC network tried to get Urban fired, but isn't Ohio State in the Big Ten? And I don't think the SEC network was around when Urban was at Florida. I could be wrong on that. I'm not. I'd have to check my dates, but I'm pretty sure SEC kind of came out maybe at the very end type thing. But regardless, my gut is telling me today, since this is taking so long, taking over the 14 days, all this new information about Zach Smith is starting to come out. Urban's done. He's fired. You might as well just put that HC title on the intern coach right now. Urban's not coming back. He's done. But that's just a thought to Michael on this beautiful Monday morning. Mornings with Mike. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.